Hello students, welcome to the fifth video lecture on the topic surface chemistry. So in previous video we studied what is catalysis and homogeneous catalysis and heterogeneous catalysis. Today we are going to study some more details about catalyst or the process of catalysis. So the phenomenon in which the rate of the reaction is increased by using catalyst is called catalysis. The catalysis in which the reactants and catalyst are in one phase is called homogeneous catalysis. Sulfur dioxide gas combines with oxygen gas in presence of nitric oxide gas catalyst to give sulfur trioxide gas. Here the catalyst nitric oxide and the reactants are in only one phase. Therefore, this is the example of homogeneous catalysis. Consider the next example, formation of ammonia by the combination of nitrogen and hydrogen in presence of iron catalyst. Here the catalyst iron is in solid phase and the reactants are in gaseous phase. The catalysis in which reactants and catalyst are in different phase is called heterogeneous catalysis. So, next term I am going to define, that is promoter. In this reaction, potassium oxide and aluminium oxide Al2O3 is used as promoter. A substance in very small amount increases the activity of catalyst is called promoter. In the manufacture of ammonia by Haber's process, this Al2O3 acts as promoter. Then I explain the term what is catalytic poison. A substance in very small amount decreases the activity of the catalyst is called catalytic poison. A small amount of arsenic reduces the activity of platinum. Therefore, arsenic is catalytic poison. After explaining this point, I am going to explain adsorption theory of heterogeneous catalysis. So look here, there are 5 steps in the mechanism of this theory. So here I represent catalyst. Suppose this is catalyst. Diffusion of reactants at the surface of the catalyst is the first step. Diffusion of reactants. At the first step, diffusion means spread to spread. हे पहा, हा जो कॅटॅलिस्ट आहे त्याच्या कॅटॅलिस्टच्या वरती किंवा त्याच्या जवळ हे जे ॲडसॉर्बेट आहेत त्यांचं डिफ्युजन होतंय, त्यांचा प्रसार होतोय. देन द सेकंड स्टेप, adsorption of reactant molecules on the surface of the catalyst. So here I write adsorption of reactants. Third step, intermediate formation. Intermediate formation. Intermediate between substrate and catalyst is formed. So intermediate formation. After this, formation of product. Product is formed. Product formation. Product is formed, and after this, desorption of product. Desorption of product. So these are the 5 steps in the mechanism of heterogeneous catalysis. Desorption, that means the product is separated from the surface of the catalyst. So this is one step. This is second step. This is third step. This is fourth step, and this is fifth step. When the product is separated, the process, the first step repeats. The first step repeats, and these steps are repeated and the cycle is continued. So this is about adsorption theory of heterogeneous catalysis. The catalytic action occurs on the surface of the catalyst. The catalytic action occurs on the surface of the catalyst. After explaining this, I am going to explain important features of catalysis. Important features of catalysis. So the first feature is catalytic activity. I write here the heading important features of solid catalyst. Solid catalyst. The first feature, catalytic activity. Catalytic ॲक्टिव्हिटी. हे पहा, हेट्रोजिनियस कॅटालायसिस जे आहे त्याच्यामध्ये कॅटॅलिस्ट हा जनरली सॉलिड असतो आणि रिॲक्टंट हे लिक्विड किंवा गॅसियस स्टेटमध्ये असतात. होमोजिनियस कॅटालायसिस सरफेसवरती इनडिपेंडंट असतो. हेट्रोजिनियस कॅटालायसिस सरफेसवरती डिपेंडंट असतो. आपण सॉलिड कॅटॅलिस्टचे काही इम्पॉर्टंट फीचरचा स्टडी करणार आहोत. त्याच्यामध्ये कॅटालायटिक ॲक्टिव्हिटी. ही जी कॅटालायटिक ॲक्टिव्हिटी आहे त्याची जी स्ट्रेंथ आहे ती त्या केमिसॉर्प्शन जे होतं आहे त्याच्यावरती अवलंबून आहे. द ॲक्टिव्हिटी विच डिपेंड्स upon the strength of chemisorption is called depends upon the strength of chemisorption. Now you see, large amount of gas or reactant molecules are adsorbed on small surface of catalyst, and the bond between adsorbate and adsorbent is formed. The bond should not be very strong so that they cannot be immobilized. So this is about catalytical activity. Then the second point I am going to explain, catalytic selectivity. Catalytic selectivity. So this point I am going to explain in detail. Look here, this is ethyl alcohol. When vapors of ethyl alcohol are passed over alumina catalyst at high temperature, then ethylene is formed, CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2O. Dehydration takes place. Next reaction, ethyl alcohol. When vapors of ethyl alcohol are passed over heated copper catalyst, then acetaldehyde is produced plus H2. So this is catalytical selectivity. That means alumina produces ethylene from ethyl alcohol, whereas copper forms formaldehyde from ethyl alcohol. Here different catalysts catalyze different reactions. Next reaction I explain, carbon monoxide. This is gas. It combines with hydrogen gas, H2 gas, and it forms CS3CHO gas. Acetaldehyde is produced. I balance this reaction. I take here twice H2. Next reaction I write carbon monoxide, which is in gaseous phase, plus hydrogen gas. It combines to give CH4 gas plus H2O. I take thrice H2. Now you see, by combination of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, two different products are formed. This formation of two different products depends upon which catalyst we are using here. So in first reaction, the catalyst used is copper and zinc oxide, and in second example the catalyst used is nickel and alumina. So the reaction between carbon monoxide and hydrogen give two different products with different catalyst. The tendency of the catalyst to catalyze the reaction to form selective product is called catalytic activity. After explaining this, I am going to explain the next point. So, safe selective catalysis. We are going to study third important feature of solid catalyst. So the title is shape selective catalysis by zeolites. Shape selective catalysis by zeolites. So zeolites are shape selective catalyst. Zeolites are shape selective catalysts. Zeolites are aluminosilicates which are present in three-dimensional structure of silicates. Zeolites are aluminosilicates which occurs in three-dimensional network of silicates. The reactions in zeolites depends upon the size and shape of reactants and products as well as the pores or cavities present on zeolite. So remember, zeolites are safe selective catalyst. I write here name of one catalyst, ZSMS. This is the important catalyst which converts ethanol into petrol. This catalyst ZMS directly converts ethanol into petrol. So this is about shape selective catalysis by zeolites. हे पहा लक्षात ठेवा, जिओलाइट हे सेफ सिलेक्टिव्ह कॅटॅलिस्ट आहेत. हे एक्सप्लेन केल्यानंतर मी एन्झाईमचा पार्ट एक्सप्लेन करणार आहे. एन्झाईम enzymes are biological catalysts. enzymes are biocatalysts. Enzymes are proteins. Enzymes are proteins. They require in very small quantity. They require in very small quantity. They catalyze the biochemical reactions taking place in living thing. They catalyze the biochemical reactions taking place in living body. Enzymes are selective in their action. Enzymes are specific in their action. They catalyze the number of reactions taking place in our body. I take the example of starch. This starch is present in potato. When this starch combines with water, the enzyme amylase, which is present in our digestive system, convert starch into glucose. Next, cellulose in the form of, suppose, grass. It combines with water in presence of amylase. No reaction. The reaction does not take place. So enzymes are biocatalyst. Amylase is the enzyme present in human digestive system. So this amylase convert starch into glucose, but this amylase is unable to convert cellulose into glucose. Therefore, enzymes are specific in their action. They catalyze single reaction to give a single product. They catalyze single reaction to give a single product. So remember, human digestive system is able to digest starch but not able to digest grass, or cellulose. Then I am going to explain mechanism of enzyme action. So here I take E, that is enzyme, plus S, substrate. Enzyme combines with substrate and forms enzyme substrate intermediate. After formation of this intermediate, product is formed and enzyme is regenerated. Product is formed and enzyme is regenerated or reformed. So enzymes are proteins. Enzymes have one or more active site. So I represent here one enzyme molecule. This is enzyme. This is the active site. I represent another molecule of enzyme. This is the active site. a specific substrate. This is substrate. Here I represent specific substrate. So this is enzyme, this is substrate. Specific substrate fits into active site of enzyme. Active site of enzyme. I represent here. This is enzyme active site which acts like lock, and the specific substrate fits into this active site, fits into active site. Binding of enzyme and substrate takes place. The scientist Emil Fischer developed lock key mechanism. So the binding of substrate and enzyme forms intermediate or complex. The product is released and active site is reformed. A small amount of enzyme can catalyze tremendous amount of reactions. They are specific in their action. हे पहा, अतिशय कमी एन्झाईम कितीतरी वेळा रिॲक्शन कॅटलाइज करू शकतो. हे एन्झाईम ॲक्शनचं मेकॅनिझम आहे. हे पहा, एन्झाईम कॅटॅलिसिस हा जो पार्ट आहे, हा पार्ट बायोच्या विद्यार्थ्यांना चांगल्या प्रकारे माहीत असणार आहे किंवा माहीत होईल. बायोमध्ये याचा डिटेल स्टडी तुम्ही करणार आहे. तर अशा पद्धतीनं आपण ॲडसॉर्प्शन आणि कॅटॅलिस्ट याचा स्टडी आपण केलेला आहे. आपण कोलाइड्सचा स्टडी करणार आहोत. आज नव्हे तर पुढच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण कोलाइडचा स्टडी करणार आहोत. व्हिडिओ शेवटपर्यंत बघितल्याबद्दल धन्यवाद. थँक्यू सो मच.